The Great Gonzo is this week's Muppet of the Week.
You guys okay?
Why are you hopping up and down?
Because I'm hopping mad.
Guy's got a sense of humor.
We picked up a weirdo.
Gonzo first appeared technically, not as Gonzo, as playing a character called Snarl in the 1970 TV special The Great Santa Claus Switch. He was the same puppet as Gonzo, but he was voiced by a different voice actor, and he was not called Gonzo. So I guess the canon reason for that is that it was Gonzo playing a character in a TV special. But the first time Gonzo ever appeared as Gonzo was in season 1, episode 1 of The Muppet Show, where he became Gonzo that we all know and love.
Much, thank you. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I will eat this rubber tire to the music of the flight of the bumblebee. Music, maestro.
And since he's become this version of Gonzo, he's always been voiced by Dave Gold. He's one of the rare Muppets that has always been voiced by the same voice actor and still is to this day. There's a lot to say about Gonzo, so I'm just gonna talk about some of his favorite things. That he loves to do death-defying stunts, like balancing a piano on his nose, shooting himself out of a cannon and leaving a Gonzo-shaped hole in the wall, hanging out with Rizzo and Pepe, his two best buds, and probably just chickens in general. For the longest time, he's been dating Camilla, who is a Muppet chicken. He's also flirted with real chickens, and I'm pretty sure at one point he was very mesmerized by the sight of Big Bird being a thing. His style was also another huge part of Gonzo's character. He always dresses in some dapper clothes. But the biggest thing about Gonzo as a character is that nobody knows what animal he's supposed to be. He's been called a thing, or whatever, a turkey, kinda, but not so much. And of course, in Muppets from Space, he was called an alien, which they kind of said is not actually a part of the Muppet lore, and that's just events of a movie. But I think that's why me and so many other people are drawn to Gonzo, is that he's unapologetically himself, even though he doesn't really know what he is. But unfortunately, I think that's all I've got to say about Gonzo. I could really talk about him for like a whole hour, and if you're interested in me doing something like that, let me know in the comments down below, because I will do it on my YouTube channel, which you should subscribe to, by the way. And if you're watching on TikTok, you should give me a like and follow as well, because I post weekly Muppet of the Week breakdowns for the Muppet 70th anniversary every single week on this account. And I have a long form video of it on my YouTube channel, link in bio or on the screen if you're on YouTube Shorts, blah, blah, blah. I do this every single week. But I also don't really know how much longer I'm going to be doing this, because Gonzo was the 65th Muppet of the Week, and there's only going to be 70 of these. So that means there is only 5 Muppets left. So who's going to be next week? I don't know. But until then,